Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. Thank you so much for joining in today's reading. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what cards come through and what messages come out with the cards that do come through. Thank you so much for joining in today's reading. So let's get started and see what cards come out. So we start with the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Wands shown up in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So with this King of Pentacles showing up at the bottom of the deck, I do get an energy of dealing with somebody who's more mature, somebody a bit older. And I also feel like this person is just someone who's in a really good place for themselves right now. They are in a place where they are very stable. I do feel like they're offering stability, and that's what they bring to the table. I also feel like this person is someone who's very practical and also very wise. I feel like they're also very protective, and when it comes to entering into a connection with this person, they really do hold the connection in high regard. I feel like they are very protective over it too. So we do have the Two of Swords, and with this card showing up over here, I do feel like there's an energy that's pretty guarded and kind of wanting to be able to be very cautious, play it safe. I do feel like with this Two of Swords showing up over here, there is an energy of kind of even withholding and kind of being held back to some extent, and kind of keeping to oneself, because there's this energy of wondering if you can trust the situation, if you can trust this person. And I do feel like with this Two of Swords showing up over here, this is based off of past experiences and kind of keeping that in mind when it comes to entering into any new situation. And I feel like there is this sense of wanting to be very cautious. So we do have a bit of a guarded energy over here. So, but with this Ten of Pentacles showing up in the center of this reading, I do get an energy of you're dealing with someone who's very committal. And I do feel like there is this energy of wanting to be able to kind of commit to something and wanting to build towards something and grow together and be able to experience something bigger than just something casual or something that isn't having anything coming out of it. So I do feel like there's a desire to have some kind of a legacy built upon anything that you start or build with this person. They're thinking long term, they're thinking in the future, they want to go the distance. I do feel like also with this Ten of Pentacles showing up, there's an energy of dealing with someone who's in a very good place, even financially. I do feel like they are in a very good place when it comes to the more practical side of things. And I also feel like on top of that, they're very kind, they're very generous. And I do feel like they also want to be able to create a family. And I do feel like that protective energy with that King of Pentacles comes through when it comes to the people closest to them, the people that really matter to them. They're very protective over. So I do feel like this is a sign that this is someone that you can trust, someone you can open up to. But I do feel like it happens naturally over time, and I do feel like that's okay. With the Knight of Wands showing up in the reverse, do feel like this is about being able to take your time and the connection kind of taking its time when it comes to unfolding and not rushing into it. So I'm gonna pull out some cards from the other deck to clarify. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star card. So with the Star card coming through at the bottom of the deck, I do get an energy of kind of being in a space of longing for being able to experience a connection and being able to be in a place where one is able to kind of be connected to someone. And I also feel like it's something very spiritual, the way that they look at the potential for entering into a connection. So I do feel like this person that you're dealing with is in a space where they are very open to the idea of being able to have some kind of a connection and being able to move to that level is something they really prioritize. With the Star card, I also feel like there's this energy of looking at the situation with you in through a certain lens. It's like they're very hopeful, and I do feel like they have a lot of faith for where things can lead to. Also have the Eight of Swords. With this card showing up under this Two of Swords, I do feel like there is a past energy that's kind of influencing the current situation, especially when it comes to being very self-protective and being very defensive and being a little bit guarded. I do feel like there is a fear of experiencing being taken advantage of or being trapped, and I do feel like it's very much in the head and also based on the situation from the past. So I do feel like this can also be like manifesting as a lot of overthinking and even kind of doubting and second guessing oneself. And I do feel like that's an energy that needs to also kind of be able to make space for being able to allow for whatever is trying to tell you. But I do feel like being able to transcend that in order to make space for its connections are so necessary. We have the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. And with the Five of Pentacles, this is about being able to experience being welcome. And I do feel like with that Ten of Pentacles, this is about being able to experience the sense of being welcome into a situation, being welcome into a community, being welcome into somebody's world. And I do feel like there's this desire for being able to kind of have a family along the line. This person has thought about that. And I do feel like it could be also a very warm energy compared to anything that you may have experienced before. So with this Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this is about being able to experience that energy of being embraced and being able to feel a lot of fulfillment in a connection, and also allowing yourself to accept, to feel that, to receive that. I do feel like this connection is one that is very deep. It's one that's very spiritual as well, and I do feel like it's also very healing. With this Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, we have the Nine of Cups, and with the Nine of Cups, this is also a very fulfilling energy. I do feel like this is about being able to get to a place with someone, and even the way that they feel about you, they're very happy with being able to experience this particular connection with you in particular. I do feel like the Nine of Cups is showing this sense of fulfillment, and I feel like it's even better than what you may have expected and anything you could have hoped for or wished for. And even when it comes to this person, because with that Star card, I do feel like there's this longing and this hoping and this idea of wanting to be able to experience something. With that Nine of Cups, I feel like experiencing and exceeding of that expectation is also something behind being able to be in connection with this person. I do feel like it's even a little bit surprising, and I do feel like it is also kind of gradually taking place and forming when it comes to a connection, and I feel like it's leading to someplace great. With this Nine of Cups, it's about being very close, and I do feel like there's this energy of kind of even being able to experience healing on a personal level, but also when it comes to your outlook on relationships. And I feel like this person also has an outlook on relationships that's also kind of improving, and being able to experience this connection is one that can be also kind of life altering, even when it comes to a perception of things. So I'm going to pull out some cards from the other deck. We have Stay Optimistic. We have Let Your Friends Help You. And we have This Could Be the One. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Attraction. So I do feel like this is a strong attraction, perhaps even an intense one. I do feel like with the Stay Optimistic card showing up, this is about being able to overcome any kind of fears, any kind of insecurities based on the past. I do feel like there is a little bit of some skeptical energy when it comes to being able to meet someone and also acting off of attraction. And I do feel like that could be also where the sense of being guarded in this connection can be coming from. I do feel like any kind of hesitations and any kind of desire to stay very cautious is also a part of that. So with staying optimistic, I do think this is about being also able to have thoughts that are also fair when it comes to having questioning thoughts in a situation, but also being able to make space for being able to remain hopeful and optimistic. And I feel like staying in that space is also very helpful and beneficial, even with the Star card. And I feel like it's also very helpful and beneficial when it comes to manifesting. When it comes to manifesting what you want out of this connection with this person, I do feel like they're in a space where they kind of are hopeful, they're longing for something to happen, and I feel like they're holding on to that. So I do feel like that energy is out there and is behind that attraction. I feel like this person could be very attracted to you physically, and also when it comes to emotion, your emotional state and your depth and even your aura is something that could be very attractive to this person, and do feel like they enjoy being able to spend time with you and being able to be around you. And it's like when it comes to any kind of walls that are up, they see through them, they see past that, and I do think that they are able to kind of connect with you quite deeply. But we have let your friends help you. And when it comes to this is about being able to accept support from others, right? And with that Five of Pentacles, this is a card about being welcome and being able to experience support. So I do feel like there is a very supportive energy. I also feel like there is the sense of community around you also. So that could be also being able to experience celebrations with other people. And I do feel like that could be coming as a result of where this connection is leading. It's going to call for being able to have friends involved, being able to have family involved, and being able to kind of celebrate in that with you. And I do feel like there's a lot of people who are open to being able to offer themselves up and their time up to being able to do that and be there for you. We do have this could be the one. And I feel like with this card showing up on top of this Nine of Cups, this is giving an energy of this person feeling like you could be the one. I do feel like there has been a long journey and even a lot of experiences that could have been very deep, and I feel like experiencing this connection could feel like it's different. They feel like this could be the one, and I do feel like this is someone that you perhaps have a short history with, or you may have a long history with, but it's someone who is around you right now, someone that you know. And I do feel like they feel like in their hearts they know that this is the one, and they're going to take action towards making it something official. I do feel that with that Ten of Pentacles as well. So these are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.